Hello friends, welcome back to DBMS lab session. In the previous sessions I have already discussed certain DDL commands, data definition language commands such as create, alter, etc. And in today's video I am going to discuss some of the data definition language commands which are truncate, rename, drop, and how to give comments in your SQL queries. The first one is the truncate command. Truncate command is used to delete complete data from an existing table. The table still exists after truncation, but the content inside the table, the rows, the entire table rows, everything will be deleted. But the table will be there for you so that you can insert again. The table exists, the object exists in the database, but the contents in the table will be completely removed. The syntax for truncate command is truncate table, table name. And the next one is rename. The rename command is used to change the name of the existing table to the new one. In the rename command, the data will not be lost. Simply we are just renaming the table, that's it. The contents will not be lost. But the old name will not exist. You will be able to identify the table only with the new name. The next one is drop command. Drop command is used to drop the table itself. Not only the contents, the entire table will be lost over here. The object will be removed from the database. So if you want to insert something into the table after the drop command, so you have to recreate the table itself. This is a very important interview question, like the difference between the truncate and drop. The difference between truncate and drop is that if you are using truncate command, the table still exists in the database, but the contents are lost. The entire rows are lost. Entire table data is lost. But in the drop command, the table itself is lost. You cannot identify, you cannot retrieve the table. If you want the table again, you have to recreate it. So this is the difference between truncate and drop. And the next one is comments. How to give comments. So there are two multi-line comments and single-line comments over here. To give the multi-line comments, you need to give a slash followed by an asterisk and then multiple lines and then finally followed by an asterisk and a slash. To give the single-line comments, you have to give two hyphens. Let us see this truncate command now. So I'm trying to say that this is the truncate command. So I'm giving a comment over here. So you can see that I have given two hyphens here and then followed by the description of what I'm going to do now. So I'm saying I'm going to use the truncate command, right? So you can see that it all appeared in the green color. So this will not be processed by your execution engine. Comments are used to make whatever you have written, your SQL statements, everything easy to read and maintain. And you can also use these comments to describe the statements in your application. The purpose of each and every statement in your application can be described by using the comments. And comments do not affect the statement execution. So they will be just ignored by your execution engine. So now let us look into the truncate command. As I already said, like truncate command will delete the entire data in a table. So let us see the sailors table. So I am just going to show you the description of the sailors table. So I am running this description sailors. So when I run this, so you will be able to see what are all the columns in the sailors table and what is its type and all that. So this is the sailors table. And now let me show you what is the data in the sailors table. To look at the data in the sailors table, I am using select command, which is an data query language command. So to look into all the contents in the table, so I am just saying select star from table name. So here the table name is sailors. So this command will show me the entire data, all the rows inside the sailors table. So you can see here that SID, SNAME, rating, age are the attributes in the sailors table, and there are 3 rows inside the sailors table. So there is some data inside the sailors table. And now when you apply this truncate command, all these rows will be deleted, but sailors table will still exist. So let us see that. So what is the syntax of the truncate command? The syntax of the truncate command is truncate table name. Okay, so I'm saying truncate table, and what is the table name, which is sailors. So I'm just using this command so to delete all the contents from the sailors table. So as I executed this command, so you can clearly see that it is saying table truncated. So this is the output that I have got. Now let us execute select star from sailors command once again to see what is the status, how many rows are there in the table. So you can see, friends, that it is saying no data found, no data found. So all the rows in the sailors table have been deleted. Now let me check whether the sailors table still exists in the database or not. So I'm saying describe sailors. So when I say describe sailors, you can see that the table sailors still exists in the database, but the contents are deleted. I hope everybody understood what is truncate command. Now let us look into what is rename command. So to rename, I'm going to change the name of the sailors to sailors club. So this is rename command. So I'm using the rename command. So the name of the table is sailors. I'm going to change the name of the sailors to sailors club. And what is the syntax? The syntax is rename. So rename is the name of the command. Sailors to, so I'm saying the name, the old name is sailors to the new name. So I am saying rename old name to new name. So the old name is sailors, so I have given sailors over here, and then I am saying the new name is sailors club. So I have created this. So I said rename sailors to sailors club. So let me execute this and show it. So as I executed, it is showing me an output which is statement processed. So statement is processed. Now let me check whether the table with sailors exists or not. So I am saying describe sailors. This is an old name, right? So let me check whether sailors table exists or not. So you can see here in the output, it is telling me object sailors do not exist. So the table name, we changed the table name, right? So now the table sailors name do not exist. Now the name of the sailors have changed to sailors club. So you can identify the table only with the sailors club. So let me show you that. So I am saying describe sailors club. So now the new name for the sailors is sailors club. So I'm running this query, and you can see that table sailors club, and you can see this old sailors table, but now the name of the sailors table is sailors club. So this is how you will be using the rename command, and no data is lost. If there are any rows, the rows will still be there, everything will persist, but the only thing is like we are just changing the name of the table. So this is the rename command. Now let us see what is the drop command. So drop command will completely remove the table. So what is the syntax of the drop command? So it is drop table name. So what is the table name now? The table name is sailors club, right? So we changed it in the previous case. Okay, so now the name of the table is sailors club. So what I said drop table sailors club. Now let me execute this. So you can see here that it is giving me a statement, an output saying that table dropped. So let me check whether there is sailors club or not. So I am saying describe sailors club. So let me check whether the table is there or not. So I told you drop will completely remove the table from the database. See, you can very clearly see that object sailors club does not exist. So the table is not there. So this is regarding the drop. If you want the table sailors again or the sailors club again, you have to use the create command and recreate it. There is no other go truncate will keep the table. You can make more insertions, you can insert something into it, but drop will completely remove the table from the database. So I hope this truncate, rename and drop are clear to you, and also the comments. So if I want to process these comments, see, I am just selecting these comments and I am running it. So it will not have any effect. Okay, so because it's a comment, it will not have any effect. So if I want to give multiple comments, I should start with a slash and then an asterisk, and then I can say that this is okay. So I am saying SQL multi-line. Okay, then I am saying comments. So here I have 3 lines of comments. So I should be closing these comments with an asterisk and a slash. So you can see these are the multi-line comments and these are the single line comments. So single line comments cannot exceed to the next line. Okay, so then they will be processed and it will be a syntax error. And these are multi-line comments. Okay, so I hope these statements are clear to you. In my next video, I will be discussing DML commands, data manipulation language commands. Thank you.